Okay, so the one tool that I wanted to talk about that works well with blended learning happens to be Google Groups, and the way that you can get there is if you just type in groups.google.com, and it'll come up to this page, and you can choose to create a new group or browse all the groups you're in, or other things like that. But the thing that a Google Group does, and I've made one here that can serve as an example. A Google Group is really effective to use in a classroom because one thing that the teacher can, especially in a blended classroom, because the teacher can control which students get invited to what group. So if there's a way that you want to divide your students and have, five different groups of six or whatever your group divisions happen to be, it can be really helpful to put the students in different groups, and then they're all grouped together and they can talk to each other um, through this website, and it serves pretty similar to a blog. There's different setups you can do. I have this one set up as a post a question and answer. And so as a teacher, something I could do is here I can post a question just to this group. I can say, suppose this is the first lesson, and I could ask my students to respond. What did you think was the most important part of this lecture? And I can post that question. And what students can do, they can click on it and they can see that I asked them this question, and they could post any reply that they would want to. And I think this works really well is one thing because students as well can post their questions. So if there's certain things as they watch lectures or other things online that we've talked about with flipped classrooms, it can be really effective for students to get on a Google group and then post a question that either other students can answer or that the teacher can see in preparation for class time to go over that. So I think Google Groups, with a big advantage over blogs, would just be being able to put specific students in specific groups if you have different things planned that day, through a lab rotation or in the classroom rotation with different stations. Those people in those groups could be grouped together, and it will help better prepare the teacher for what they're going to be doing in class. And it can help students when they're doing homework or other things like that. They can work with each other here and post questions and give hints and help each other out. And so I think this is one tool that can be very effective to use um, in a blended classroom environment.